Okay, welcome to another online class for Java Programming 1, STIA 1114. Okay, today basically I'm going to talk about increment and decrement. So this is basically one of the most requested topics in basic Java programming. The idea behind increment and decrement operators. Okay, so basically the idea is that the value of a variable, integer variable, add or increase or decrease with the plus plus operation or the minus minus operation or the decrement operations. So if we have the following variable integer count, for the increment and decrement operators described as two form. The postfix, post means after, the prefix form means that before. So in postfix, after the variable, okay, so after the variable it will basically add the value. Okay, so if you define integer count equal 1, if you use as postfix, the variable itself will be counted after afterwards, okay, after it is being used. However, compared to prefix, the value of count will be updated first before it can be used. Okay, so that basically how it works. So before you add the value first, or postfix you add the value later. So let's examine on that. Okay, let's say I use the integer count equal 0. Okay, so the value that count variable here hold 0. So if I print out the value of 0, value of count is plus count. Alright, so if you run this, of course you get the value of count is 0. Okay, the value of count is 0. If you use prefix, okay, so pre means that before, prefix. Okay, so the value of count is being pre-added. Okay, means that the count should show as 1. So now you can see the value of count is 1. Okay, because we pre-add the value. We add the value first and then we show the value to the system.out.println. However, if you postfix the value, means that the value will remain at 0 first, okay, and later if you print the value again, the value of count after postfix count is, okay, so let's see the value of count. Okay, so during the postfix operation, the value of count remain 0. Okay, because the value, even though you have the operators here, it basically will do it later, after, post, okay, after. But then once you print out the value of the count again, the value will be updated with the new value, which is 1. Alright, So post and pre. Pre, the value will be updated first, so that you get the value of count will always 1 if you update the value first. But if you update the value later, during the print out of this operation, the value of count remain 0. Okay, so that basically the same with the decrement operators. Okay, basically the same with decrement operators. So if you decrease post, okay, after, so the value of count at this particular operation or statement will remain 0, okay, because the value of count is 0 by default. But then after the value has been fixed, the value of count now move to -1. Okay, so if you use a prefix for the decrement, so the value will always at -1, okay, because the value has been updated first, because this is prefix. Okay, so be very careful when you are dealing with the decrement and increment operators. So look at the location of the operators, either it is a pre or either it is a post expression, okay, because the value will change before or after the decrement or increment operators is being updated. Okay, so yeah, that is